Hello and welcome back to the channel. And I've come out to a lovely place called Rabness with the dogs today, and I've come out in my lovely new little camper van, which is a Mazda Bongo, and I'm absolutely in love with it. Went away last weekend in it, but I thought, why not come out for the day today as well. And there she is. This is Billie Bongo. So thanks so much for coming along again. We're on day 13 of my 30 days of posting every day. So today I thought we'd come somewhere different. I've got two dogs with me today. I've got Bixie, my Springer, and Baxter, and he's a cockapoo, but he looks more like a cocker spaniel when you see him, a black one. And they're out on the walk with me, and we're going to just go down on a lovely little nature reserve in a place called Rabness in Essex. And then we're going to have a cup of tea and have a chat afterwards. How wonderful. So this place is run by the Essex Wildlife Trust, and there's the route that you can do and the walking distance, but I won't be walking that far because I have a stick, so it takes me a little while to get anywhere, so I have to stop and start. But look at that for a day. What a beautiful day we've got. Stunning. So anyone that's watched my channel for a long time would have seen me come over here before, so you might recognise it when we get there. But if you're new to the channel, this is a lovely little walk, and it takes you to an estuary of real beauty and nature. It's really, really lovely to look at. So we're going to just head there with the dogs, let them have a run on the beach and have some fun. And there's also a nature reserve here, so there's a little hide here as well where you can watch the birds. And there's also an area where I think some owls come along as well, so you can actually see owls as well, but obviously it's daytime today so we won't see those. But yeah, it's just a really lovely place to visit, and never that busy actually. Like, there's just me parked up in the car park and one other car at the moment. So yeah, it's really, really good. Hope you enjoy it. Pixie just found a very odd ball, but it looks almost disgusting, doesn't it? So there we got Bixie, the white one, and Baxter, the black one. We did go out this morning on a walk, so there was 6 of them this morning on a walk, and we had a lot of fun, but I didn't video that, knowing I was going to be coming out here as well. So I've just brought these two out on this one. So I've just spotted something new that's been fitted in since we've last been here, and somebody's built a bench and almost like a little hide, because this is one of the bird watching fields where a lot of birds come. So obviously there's some bird boxes over there on these posts just here. Can you see? Just here. So obviously people sit and watch here. What a nice little spot. So there's the same field that we've just come along from, and there's another hide here. So we're just going to come up and have a little look. We're late October now, so there's probably not a lot of bird watching going on, but look, you've got a little box here you can sit in and then look out over the field there. So when you walk over here, it's actually all gravel paths until you get near the estuary, the coastline. But there is one little bit through here where there's been a pipe leaking for, well, for donkey's years, and it always gets muddy and flooded here. So hopefully it's been fixed, but I very much doubt it. So some more signage here saying Rabness Nature Reserve. Please clear up after your dog. Absolutely. Oh, looks like they might have built it. Oh no, I was hoping too much then. Thought they built a little bridge over it then, but here we are. Here's where the pipe leaks. Here's the pipe. Here's the leak. But it's not too bad. I can navigate around it today. That's not too bad at all. Slightly muddy shoes, but that's all right. Not bad, not bad. So we have to, it might be a little bit thick on the camera at this part, but we have to come up here. Oh wow, the tide's in. We're not going to get very far today. But here, let me show you. Look at that. Woo, got some serious wind up here. Look at the trees behind me. Very, very blowy. So we wouldn't normally walk over here, which is your beach normally here, but because the tide's so in, we're not going to be able to, so we might have to go off somewhere else. Enjoying yourself? Are you enjoying yourself? These two having an absolute whale of a time. It'll be fun. So I couldn't speak too much on that top here. The winds are so high here today, so I don't know how much you'd have heard really. So I just videoed and I put a bit of music over it. So we found ourselves in a little hide. So we're in the nature reserve through here, and then you've got a hide here. We're looking out onto the water. Look at that for a view. How stunning is that? So one of the things I wanted to talk about today was the word discipline. Now, I'm a real firm believer with our dogs that there's a three-way scenario to keep a really balanced dog. And a lot of people just do number three times. That what I say they are is number one, exercise. Number two, discipline. And number three, affection. Now, a lot of people nowadays do affection, and they don't get any kind of discipline or training over their dogs at all, purely because they just are always kind of what we call mollycoddling them really, and yeah, looking out from like that. There's someone coming along the path, so I'm just going to cut off and have a chat with him. So where was I? So yeah, the three things to really think about. Oh, it's going to get windy down there. Let's stand around here. Oh, in the right order: exercise, discipline, affection. Now those three things together really create a really balanced dog, because when you've exercised the dog, and I mean a really good sort of walk or really good run, depending on whether you can take them off lead or not, and when you exercise a dog, it brings down all those energies, all those pent up energies that they have, and all the excitement of the day and everything. It brings all that down to a nice level, and that's when the discipline kicks in. Now with discipline, I obviously try and tie it into it's one of those days today. Every time I talk, someone comes around the corner. And so yeah, what was I saying with discipline? Now that word is a really ancient word, and you might think well, I try and tie things in the Bible, don't I? So the word discipline comes from the word disciples. Now the disciples were followers of Jesus, and you probably heard about them before. There were 12 of them, and yeah, the word discipline comes from that, and it basically just means teaching. So when you've been taught something, it's a discipline. You learn a new discipline. Now, when it relates to our dogs, then discipline is obviously how you train them. So it's putting that time in, that teaching in there. And a lot of people put discipline down as a negative word nowadays, because it sounds like a harsh word. But actually, discipline is just teaching. So exercise, running around, burn that energy off. Discipline, do some teaching, do some basic training. I'm working on an ebook at the moment which you'll be able to download for free. I'll let you know more about that on tomorrow's video probably. And I'm going to do some ebooks on basic training. So put that basic training in, recall, sit, all the things you need to have with a balanced, well-behaved dog when you're out and about. Discipline, and then that's when the affection can come. So obviously when you're training, you can do it as positive as you can, so the affection comes when they've done something really good for you. They get that positive reinforcement. And also at home as well, you know, they've had their exercise, they've had their training, and now time for cuddles and lots of love at home and everything. So try bringing those three little philosophies into your dog's life: exercise, discipline, affection, and you'll see a massive difference in how their behavior is, how they are in general. And yeah, let us know how you get on with it. So what way are we going to go now? Let's have a little look. I think we're going to head this way, head back to the van, have a little totter along back to the van. I do stop a lot on these walks. I probably do about 30 meters and then stop for a bit, because of issues in my legs, which is a bit of a pain. Consider I'm walking tall, but it doesn't stop me from getting out. I always try and get out and about, because it's so important to try and keep our heads nice and clear, and nature does that, doesn't it? Nature really helps us when we're out and about. It's just, look at it. How can you not feel good when you come out into this? It just makes you feel alive, and it's brilliant. So even if you do struggle getting out and about, I always say, even if you can just park up somewhere and just look at nature, it's just amazing. Now, exercise, discipline, affection isn't just for our dogs, it can be for us as well. So for me, getting out on these little walks, working with the dogs, that's my exercise. Not as good as what I used to be, but it's still fine. And it's as good as what you can be, isn't it? And then discipline, well, I try and study my Bible every day, even if it's only one passage. Or even one verse. I'll have a look at it every single day to build up my discipline in that. Because I think when we do something in a disciplined way, and what's the word? I suppose it's the only word you can use. I don't really believe in the word religion. I believe in faith. But when you do things religiously, which means you do it every day and you do it well, then I think actually it's worth doing, isn't it? So that's where my discipline comes in. And obviously working as well, you get disciplined in your job. And then for me, the affection comes with family, sitting watching TV, sitting with the dogs, having cuddles. So we can put those three disciplines into our life as well, which is really good, isn't it? Hope that helps. So while we've been talking, we've been kind of taking little turns here, there and everywhere, and I'm not actually sure where we've ended up. So I'm gonna have to find my way back to the van at some stage, because I watch so many wild campers and wild van lifers. Whenever I come out, I always think, oh, that'd be a great spot for a wild camp. And I've just found this little field here, and it's so secluded. You could probably come up here at night and pop a little tent up Do a cheeky little stealth camp for the night. I might try that. Obviously we're nearly in November now, so this might be next year. But yeah, it'd be good fun.
He's a good boy.
What's his name?
Marty.
Marty. Hello, Marty. Oh, you know your name when your mum said that, didn't you? You're beautiful. Can I make a fuss? Can I make a fuss? Hello. 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 You're being good. I know you're barking, but you're being good. Hello, gorgeous. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Oh, he's lovely. So the young lady on the horse was telling me that that horse used to belong to the Queen. So I felt quite privileged meeting him. What a beautiful animal. Absolutely stunning. That's why I love getting out and about, because you just get to meet different people, different dogs, and even horses as well. It's just brilliant. So as we walked along, this is called the Essex Way, this walk. Oh. You got your woolly, hey? So we're back at the van. Pixie's sitting up there. Baxter's here. Still got energy. He's always got energy. And yeah, we're going to go on to another spot where I'm going to make a drink and chill out for a bit, I think. So we parked up at our next spot. We're right by the coast this time. So the dogs can have another run here, and then I'm going to stop and have a cup of tea. So the tide's right in today. So we're back at the van now, and I'm going to sit and chill for a bit. Have a nice cup of, I've got this new Kit Kat latte. Looks nice. Smells incredible, so hopefully it will be nice. We shall see. Getting chocolate all over my new van. So I hope you enjoyed our walks today. We really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed being out. The weather's been absolutely amazing. The dog's Baxter's still whining. He still wants more. But yeah, it's been really nice. Really enjoyed ourselves. And now it's time for a little chill. I'll get him in a minute so he can relax and put his feet up. Can't you? Come in, come on, you come. And yeah, I'm just gonna have a little read and a little relax and drink me drink, which smells incredible. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Hit that like and subscribe if you want to. It'd be lovely to see you on here again. Leave some comments. I love the comments that come through. And until tomorrow, we'll see you then. Thank you.